social media and the implications of its effects on specifically young people, because that's really where we see the majority of the problems come from. Not saying that there isn't any other problems with social media and other groups and age ranges, but for the most part, it's young people that have like the highest statistics in the past, I guess, past all time, really, of just depression, uh, really terrible thoughts with like self harm and things like that. And it's been something that I've seen people talk about a lot in terms of whether this should be like regulation or what kind of regulation there would be if you could even do it that way. Just because a lot of the websites that we'll say like adult websites, if you will, all they have is just like, are you 18 or older? And it's like, of course, a 13-year-old is gonna just click yes because they don't have any reason to say, oh, well, I guess I'm not. Like it's just the whole aspect around it is just ridiculous. So it's always going to be kind of difficult to see what in the world we could do there. But here we even have the U.S. Surgeon General basically bringing up the whole emphasis on social media and its impact on young people and just the I mean the thing that he's recommending isn't exactly going to be the best solution, I don't think, not even close. But I guess it is a start. I mean, it's better than nothing at this point. Here we have the Surgeon General wants tobacco style warning applied to social media platforms. So this is U.S. Surgeon General Vivek Murthy on Monday called on Congress to require a tobacco style warning for visitors to social media platforms. In the op-ed published in the New York Times, Murthy said the mental health crisis among young people is an urgent problem, with social media an important contributor. Which I agree. I mean, obviously, it's not the end-all be-all. Of course, there's a bunch of different aspects that contribute to the mental health that we see in young people today. But I think a lot, or not, if not most, people can realize that social media is just a really, really big hindrance on a lot of people's mental health. I mean, I'm not saying that I've gone through like a bunch of depression or anything, but just the take for instance, you just go on Instagram just to see what's going on or whatever, and you're on there scrolling, just having a grand old time, and then you just bombarded with all the people who are around your age that are multi-millionaires driving Lamborghinis with hot girlfriends or whatever. I'm just giving examples for myself. And I could kind of see, because even thinking back to where like I had gotten out of high school and I was like, kind of figuring out like what in the world what am I gonna do here? Just being bombarded by that every day, it makes you feel like, well, what exactly what am I missing? What part of me am I missing that I haven't attained that yet, if you will? And so it always leaves you in that state where, like, if I'm not at their level, then I'm not good enough type deal, which is kind of a dangerous place to be. I mean, obviously, you should have goals and set goals and then just strive 100% to them. But being in that mindset day in, day out, it's just not a healthy place to be because then you're just comparing yourself to other people all the time and not living the life that you have because you are yourself. And so, even just from that standpoint, kind of put in my own personal experience with it and just thinking about what other people might experience with social media, I am glad to see that we have people at least waking up because I know for a majority of people in the government, it's bad right now. I'm not even sure how they got there, but it seems like a majority of them can't even think, and if they do think, it's just about themselves and not any repercussions. And so it's nice to see. I'm not even sure who this Vivek guy is, but I would agree. I don't think that the warning is going to do much, but I think it is at least a step. I mean, it's a step. Not that it's really going to do anything, but at least get people in the mindset that, hey, this can be quite dangerous, especially if you're just perpetually online, like a lot of people are nowadays, and it's only going to get worse. And so it just kind of brings into mind, like, what exactly could be done to change that, or to at least negate a lot of the impacts that we see from that. And I do believe that we really should strive to at least, I would say even have some way to have it where just young people aren't able to get on. Like, there is no reason why anybody under the age of 18 should be on any social media, period. I mean, it is just, you have all these kids that are like 12, 13, getting on social media and just seeing all this nonsense. And it just gets you locked into a mindset, and that's where kind of TikTok brain, if you will, comes in, which is a whole nother aspect. It's not even specifically against TikTok, but just the shorter attention spans and everything that comes with the social media and just the constant needing new dopamine hits, if you will. I mean, I've seen it everywhere. I mean, I have some friends that are just like perpetually locked into TikTok, and it's just, it almost breaks your heart a little bit because they just cannot focus on anything for any length of time. And it's like, oh my gosh, how, I can't even imagine having a brain like that can't even focus on anything for more than 10 seconds. I mean, I even find myself falling into it sometimes too, with like just going on YouTube and then while I'm listening to a book and then I'm going to do something else. It's like, bro, can you just like stop? just stop. The human brain is not meant to be doing all this stuff at once. And so yeah, let me know what you guys think about the whole social media, and it's just the impact that it has on young people. Because I really do believe that there needs to be something done, because I do see that social media is a tool, but it gets really abused by pretty much everybody nowadays. And that's kind of where the problem lies. Like, social media in and of itself isn't bad. I mean, it's great. It connects people all the way around the world to, I mean, you could hook up with people through it and things like that, which is great. But it also leads into, when you overuse it, the just depression state that we see so many young people in, so many shut-ins, if you will, that aren't trying to get out and meet with people. It's just, I want to find a way where we can kind of manage it a little better. I mean, that's what I'd like to see. Like I said, how we go about that, I mean, that's anybody's guess at this point. I mean, there's going to have to be a lot of research into that. But anyway, if you guys liked the video, make sure to leave a like, and I hope to see you guys around. Peace.